technology is levelling the playing field.
UK is targeted by 1,000 attacks every hour.
My server's just blown up. I need to be up and running now.
Technology is without doubt an enabler.
Today's about pointing you in some right directions for some of the solutions that are out there, both in terms of support within the project itself, but also from some of our Keynote speakers as well, from people like Microsoft and Cisco, and also some local businesses who are delivering specialist help around the project as well.
What we want to try and do is engage with as many businesses as possible over the duration of the programme. Investment is critical, not just in putting on these types of awareness events, but also making sure there is sufficient amount of information made available to businesses so that they can go away and actually initiate some action.
Really, when myself and Hayley, who's our marketing events coordinator, were talking about the events and the objectives, it really came down to two key areas. First one is about providing insight, and the second one is about sharing information.
I think like anything for businesses in Cheshire and Warrington, business owners are typically focused around what the key objectives are and looking at their operations and services and customers and everything else, but they have very little time to focus on their internal processes and systems. And yet that can enable them to make their lives easier, automate the business better, but also see significant improvements. Today was really about providing that level of insight and information that will help them raise the question within their own business around what they can do to make some change.
I get the chance to actually talk to businesses from a whole range of different industry sectors about what are their challenges at the moment, how are they using technology.
Social becomes something for you to interact with your customers and also just learn a tremendous amount about the market.
My title was The Future of Technology, which I think you'll agree was a small topic for 30 minutes.
And it's helping you to get connected quicker, it's helping you to access data quickly, and there'll be a temptation to use more and more things now because you can do, and it's getting faster and faster.
What we're trying to do with today's event is make it as wide as possible, addressing all of the key business areas that we think that businesses do generally face. So whether it be around digital strategy, security, understanding where technology sits within the business at the moment, but also potentially where it future sits in their business and the future business models.
The rollout of superfast broadband, not just in Cheshire but throughout the UK, is a great business opportunity, not just for business owners but also for suppliers into that space.
90% of the world's data today was created in the last 2 years. Now, Connecting Cheshire is obviously helping you to speed up your connection, it's helping you to get connected quicker.
We think we know what we want to be found for, so we go for the obvious.
Critically, it's future-proof, it's never going to be out of date, you're never going to have a manufacturer saying we no longer support this piece of hardware. Any phone call made in the UK will travel at least part of its journey as IP traffic. These are more advanced services, more advanced analytical tools. There's also things like Power BI, the tool you can use for analysing data.
Connectivity is really key to adopting cloud services in your business. That's effectively what cloud is. It's all your data on the internet that you access through a portal.
Because if they're saying things about our services and our products on their social media to their friends, that actually has a much more powerful meaning.
We're talking about everything being connected to the internet. So things like your washing machine, your street lights, your car, your dog. These are the things that we're going to start seeing being connected to the internet. Some of the key takeaways that I wanted people to do was just to realise that technology is going to become so huge and so relevant, even for some of these small businesses in Cheshire. It's going to be really, really important. It doesn't matter what size company you are in order to take advantage or in order to use this kind of technology. And I know you're probably thinking, I don't want to be overridden by some big corporate that does this technology well and tramples all over us. That's not what we're finding. We're actually finding that technology is levelling the playing field between some of the smaller businesses and the large organisations. Talk to companies like Cisco. It's not as scary when you know somebody that can help. So that's everything that I wanted people to get out of it today.
In my presentation, I was talking mostly about how you want technology to enable your people. People are at the heart of every business, whatever you do. It's people that are creating great ideas, great processes, great customer experiences, whatever it might be. And so you want to think about what your business is trying to achieve and how technology helps the people in your organisation do that. I think it is all about enabling people. How do you weave that technology together, whether it's across social and building those connections, whether it's across better insight from your data, or enabling people to work more flexibly from wherever it is that makes sense for them. I talked specifically about the trends of anywhere working, talked about data and insights and trying to get more out of the data that you hold. I talked about social, and I talked the impact of all of those things in helping you and your business grow, create more jobs, create more growth for you, your organisation and your employees. But think about people as the heart. How do you amplify their impact? How do you enable them to be most successful?
Seeing the keynote presentation from Microsoft and Cisco were very impactful. It was very evident there was a lot of interest there from the delegates attending, and they covered off some fantastic areas. So they provide a lot of information today.
I've been in the IT field for about 5 years, but it's still nice to speak to the guys from Microsoft and find out the new things that are coming along. Cloud computing and Office 365.
I didn't expect it to be quite as in-depth as it's actually been, so it's really been quite useful for me, especially being a local small enterprise in the area. I didn't expect it to be quite so specific, and it has been, and it's absolutely wonderful that it's like that.
In terms of the quality of speakers that have been here, there's obviously a lot of big blue chip companies, which is a benchmark for the quality that's been brought forward through Connecting Cheshire. The level of decision makers that are here is really good as well, for the top people that you need to be speaking to and making decisions for the business.
I think any business in the area, there's an unbelievable set of resources that you have as part of the Connecting Cheshire initiative. And any business in the area, I think, would be crazy not to at least give very, very serious thought to how they go and exploit those. And they're not going to be there forever, but now is a great time. Look at what the impact of better connectivity can do for you and your organisation. Look at the coaching and the advice that is available to you. That is absolutely gold dust for any small business.
Despite different people talking about different topics, everybody's presentations kind of went really well together. I think they've given everyone a lot of food for thought and a real kind of sense of, right, now what? Now we need to go and do something about it.
Without this particular type of event, I wouldn't have known what help was out there. I may have struggled, I may have Googled different things and thought, make contact with certain people, but it certainly wouldn't have been all in the same room at the same time, which has been absolutely fantastic for us.
I think it's absolutely paramount that as a startup that you do get involved with these events. They won't come to you, you have to look for them. Fortunately, me getting involved with Cheshire Superfast Business has been a great help to me in my startup.
There's so many different diverse businesses here. People have different skill sets and actually probably skills that could help out someone else. So there's been a lot of networking going on. I think it's been really useful.
It's been really good, really productive. It's also nice to get out there and meet the other businesses within Cheshire.
It's one of life's no-brainers, I think. You just got to bite the bullet, take the time out of the business to do it, get the information, make the contacts, get the consultancy in and expand your business.
If you're a business based in Cheshire or Warrington, the time to act is right now.